Bottom of the first, Josh Hansen leading things off for the Seagulls. Down 1-0 here as the Merchants pushed one across. Josh Hansen, who just finished up at IMG Academy and is ranked in the top 500 MLB draft prospects in this upcoming draft. 2-0 on Hansen from the two-way, Rocco Borelli. This is his third start against the Seagulls in as many games that these two teams have played. Hansen swings through the fastball, 2-1. These two teams still have 4 more matchups against each other in the last home stretch of the summer season. Slider, good take, 3-1. Borelli at LMC made 24 starts, pitching 173 innings with 164 strikeouts and a 4.68 ERA. So he was a horse for the Mustangs. This one's popped up. First baseman Young will make the catch for the first out.
Now batting, number 1, Isaiah Landry.
One gone for the Seagulls left fielder, Isaiah Landry. Landry went to Clayton Valley High School and is a sophomore at Alabama State. Had a great freshman season at Alabama State. First pitch slider, good one from Borelli, lands strike one. Doubles up on the slider, catches the outside corner, strike two. So Landry quickly down the count, 0-2. See where Borelli goes here. Triples up, but that one misses. It's already off the mound, assuming that was going to be strike three. The 1-2 way outside, 2-2. This is the same first 4 batters that the Seagulls put out in last night's contest against the Stompers, in which they won 7-5, including putting up 2 runs in the top of the 9th. As they enter the 9th tied 5 apiece. Will Ellis, exceptional once again, finished the ball game. 2 1/3 innings pitched, 5 punch-outs, no runs across for him. And Owen Gallegos was the starter, going 6 innings, 4 runs, and pitched out of a lot of tough situations to keep the Seagulls in that one. Count goes full, 3-2 on Landry. Back-to-back 3-ball counts for Borelli here in his first 2 batters he's faced. Fastball, and Landry turns on it down the line. This could be extra bases with Landry's speed, and it will be, as he'll get in there easily at second base. It's a 1-out double.
Number 17, Ryan Foley.
Landry doubles and starts flapping his imaginary wings. One gone, runner on second, and here's Ryan Lordier, who went 4 for 5 yesterday at Arnold Field. He added to his team-leading RBI total, now 13 on the season. Lordier from Millbrae went to Cappuccino High School and finished his sophomore year at West Valley JC. Comes into this one hitting .333, and this is his 16th game of the season. Slider back up the middle off the glove of Borelli, right to the second baseman, though, and in time for the second out.
Now batting, number 10, Andrew Tinsley.
So Landry moves up to third on the grounder to the right side, and here's Andrew Tinsley, who hit a 3-run bomb yesterday against the Stompers. 334 feet down the left field line at Arnold Field as it hugged the line, barely stayed fair, and sort of a no-doubter for Tinsley. His first home run of the summer for the Seagulls. Like I said, for some reason, Arnold Field, the Seagulls have 3 of their 4 home runs on the season at Arnold Field. Here's a fly ball to right field, and should be routine out there for the right fielder, Granucci, and it is. So Landry doubles, but is unable to come around to score. 1-0 Merchants here early. We go to the second. Top of the second, Blake Jacobs set to lead things off, batting 8th today for the Merchants. Jacobs from San Ramon, California, went to San Ramon Valley High School and is a sophomore at Chabot. Three years of varsity baseball at SRV for Jacobs as he takes a look at a good fastball from Foley on the outside. Quickly down the count 0-2. Hit 280 this spring at Chabot with a double and homer in just 25 at-bats. And almost goes down looking. That fastball just misses the outside corner. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is 3 straight punch-outs for Foley dating back to the last inning. Now has 15 punch-outs in 9 1/3 innings pitched this summer for the Seagulls. And he's creeping towards Will Ellis territory in terms of the strikeout per 9 innings. Slow chopper to short. Easier play for Barber. Throw to first is a little low, but Lordier able to handle it over there at first for the second out. 2 gone, and the lineup flips over. It's the shortstop, Jacob Ornelas. He singled, remember that broken bat flare into right center field to kick off what could have been a spiraling inning for the Seagulls if it wasn't for Foley and his back-to-back punch-outs to get out of the bases-loaded jam. Fastball, swing and a miss. The 0-1 up and in by his head. Ornelas from Honolulu, Hawaii, and is a junior at Augustana College. Popped up to the second baseman, Brewer, and just what Foley needed after a long first, a 1-2-3 second. We're going to the home half of the second. On the other side, I'm Cameron Anderson. One nothing Merchants here in the home half of the second, and shortstop Jake Barber will lead things off here. Pair of walks yesterday for Jake Barber. 0 for 3 day with the 2 walks. But he's been swinging a better bat the last week or so, really since the slow trip, and has showed off the power. A couple of doubles and a homer in his last 5 games. This one blasted down the right field line, and if it's fair, it's gone. It's gone. Right on cue, the power from Jake Barber displayed here in the bottom of the second as he ties it with the solo shot, 1-1. Well, right before game time, just thinking, man, the Seagulls have yet to hit a home run here at their home stadium here in San Bruno City Park at Tom Lara Field, and there we go. So solo shot from Jake Barber down the right field line, and here's Liam Forsyth doing the catching duties today. The Chabot catcher. Forsyth himself had 7 homers in conference play this spring with Chabot. That one misses, 1-1. It's part of a good Gladiators offense at Chabot as he takes a look at strike 2. Fell just short of going to the state championship in Mount Sac. The 1-2, and it is a line drive. Gets through the third baseman and shortstop into left field, and it's a base hit for Liam Forsyth. Third hit of the game for the Seagulls. And again, I mean, the Seagulls, this is the 3rd time they've played the Merchants this summer, and they've only seen Borelli on the mound to start games, although Borelli's only gone a few innings in every start against the Seagulls so far, primarily an opener in his first few outings. Here's Josh Aldrin, center fielder for the Seagulls, takes a look at strike one. Aldrin currently in the transfer portal as this one is popped up to the third baseman who makes the catch. It's Blake Jacobs over there.
Number 29.
Aldrin pops up to third for the first out, and here's Jake Brewer. Brewer, local kid from San Bruno, went to Cappuccino High School. Played this spring at Kenyatta. Good fastball there from Borelli. Perfect spot, low and outside on Brewer. Brewer hit .345 in 29 games his senior year at Cappuccino High School. And last spring at Kenyatta hit .377 in 23 games. Moved from Borelli over at first and Forsyth back safely. He also had an impressive 1.101 OPS this spring at Kenyatta. Anytime you have over a 1 OPS, that's a great season. Fastball runs inside. 1-1. Slider popped out of play. Seagulls had 8 hits last night. Josh Hansen, a 2-for-4 day. Landry, 1-for-2. And Lordier, 4-for-5, like I said earlier. Top of the order was doing all of the damage, in fact. First 4 hitters had all of the hits for the Seagulls last night. And all of the RBIs. Lordier, a couple of RBIs. And Tinsley, 3 himself. 1-2 on Brewer. Foul is that one. Looks like Gonzalez might have been a little shaken up. Looks like he's going to be all right, though. So Brewer fouls that one straight into the ground, and he's putting up a good fight here with 2 strikes on him. Seagulls also stole 5 bases last night. Landry with the pair. Try the 1-2 again. Brewer chops this one foul, and we'll see another. Forsyth, pretty good lead over there at first. The 1-2 fastball, and this one ran inside and sort of jammed. Brewer hits it out to the center fielder Bolden, who makes the catch for the second out.
Number 15, Matt Moreno.
In steps Matt Moreno, batting 9th today, playing 3rd for the Seagulls. Fantastic defender and sort of a good problem to have for the Seagulls, having 2 great defenders at third base, and Josh Hansen and Matt Moreno. Hansen sort of getting half the day off as a DH today, not having to take the field. He started in right field last night for the Stompers and ended up moving over to third late in the ballgame to shore up that defense. Made a nice running play in that 9th frame. Forsyth still at first, 2 gone. This one popped up. So the Seagulls so far getting under some of these pitches from Borelli. Barber didn't get under it. He got all of it as he homers. We're tied 1-1 heading to the third. Back for the top of the third, Kai Young set to lead things off for the Merchants. He singled in his first at-bat. Back-to-back singles kicking things off for the ballgame for the Merchants as they came across to push one run in the top of the first. Takes a look at ball one from Ethan Foley. 35 pitches in this one. That one misses up and in. 2-0 to Young. Young, who's from Lemoore, California, went to Fresno High School, Modesto JC, and is a senior at Northwest Missouri State University. The 2-0 fouled back, 2-1. Young played 2 years at Modesto, hitting .341, 16 doubles, 2 triples, 2 homers, and 37 RBIs. This spring, he hit .286 with 6 homers at Northwestern Missouri State. Once again, fouls that one back, 2-2 on him. Played in 48 games this spring. The .453 slugging percentage. Getting the start at first base today. Here's the 2-2 from Foley. And popped up, but will go out of play. Lordier unable to make a play on that one. Young comes in hitting .235 with a couple of doubles, 5 RBIs on the season. And swings through that one. Another punch out for Foley. His 4th of the ball game.
Number 22, Rocco Borelli.
So 4 strikeouts in 2 1/3 innings for Foley on the mound. And here's the opposing starting pitcher, batting third. It's Rocco Borelli. Borelli hit .320 with 4 doubles and a homer in his senior year at Antioch High School. In his 2 years at LMC, he hit .354, 26 doubles, 4 triples, 8 homers, and 109 RBIs in 86 games. So he's an elite two-way player at LMC in his 2 seasons there. And like I said earlier, on a couple of really good LMC rosters littered with Division I talent. The 0-2 slider, he rolls over it to Barber at short. Strong throw to first in time for the second out. So 2 gone here in the top of the third. And here's Leave It McGee. Just finished up his freshman campaign at Laney College. The home stadium, home park for the Alameda Merchants. Takes a look at strike 1. He walked in his first plate appearance back in the first. The 0-1 fouled back, 0-2. Comes into this one hitting .386 this summer in 58 at-bats. And has almost double the amount of hits as the second place leader in hits. He has been phenomenal. Huge season at Laney, like I said, and is continuing it here in the CCL this summer. Foley tries to backdoor the slider, but misses outside. 1-2. One-two, swing and a miss. Couple of punch outs here in the third for Foley. 5 in this ball game so far for Foley, as through 3 innings he looks great. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-1. We're all tied. Merchants go to the bullpen here early, just 2 innings for Rocco Borelli. And it's the left-hander, David Andrews. This is Andrews' 4th appearance, 10 1/3 innings pitched, 10 hits, 6 runs allowed, 8 walks, 11 punch-outs. Comes in with a 5.23 ERA this season. He's facing Josh Hansen, who fouls the first pitch back. And the second pitch just misses, low and out. 1-1. And that one called a strike. Might have been a makeup call right there. 1-2. The 1-2. Chopper back up the middle. Shortstop Ornelas on to first in time for the first out.
Now batting, number 1, Isaiah Landry.
One gone for Isaiah Landry, who doubled in his first at bat. Hit a hard ground ball down the third base line. Got past the third baseman, Jacobs. Landry comes in with the third best batting average on the team as he takes that one outside. Ball 1. He's hitting .270. 7 runs, just 1 RBI as he's been hitting at the top of the order. 11 walks in just 14 games. So very high walk rate for Landry. And the 2-0 breaking ball just catches the outside corner, 2-1. 3-1. It's a 3-1 from Andrews and ball 4. So clearly trying to just hit that outside corner against the righties. Unable to do it there. Here is Ryan Lordier, who might have had his best game last night against the Stompers, as this one is a fly ball to right center field. The center fielder Bolden will make the catch. And 2 are gone here in the bottom of the 3rd. Well, Tinsley homered last night, and the guy on deck for the Seagulls homered about 20 minutes ago. So what used to be sort of known as the San Francisco Singles, now a little bit of extra base hits for them so far the past week. Ground ball to second, and he will just tag out Landry before he reaches to second base for the 3rd out. No runs come across here. We go to the 4th, still tied 1 apiece. Rocco Granucci, The right fielder set to lead things off here in the top of the fourth in this 1-1 ball game, as Foley has been on a roll as of late. First pitch to Granucci over for strike one. Granucci reached on the error in the first, drove in the opening run of the ball game. Foley has retired the last 8 batters he's faced. Couple of 1, 2, 3 innings. Fastball misses low. 1 and 2. Granucci from San Diego went to Scripps Ranch High School and is a senior at Willamette. Slider. This one. Fly ball to Landry out there in left, who will get there in plenty of time for the first out. One gone. And here is Atticus Gonzalez. And getting the same treatment that every opposing team, every opposing sixth hitter in the batting order gets. Is the hot dog batter of the game. Gonzalez did punch out in his first at bat. So if you're here at San Bruno City Park, you got half off on hot dogs for half an inning. 0-1 on Gonzalez. And Foley just bringing the heat. 0-2. Gave up some weak contact in the first. Not a lot of damage really done off of him. And now he's really feeling it. The 0-2 definitely didn't go around on the check swing, but looked like that fastball was placed perfectly at the knees. Instead, it's 1-2. The 1-2 foul tip caught by Forsythe back there. Strike 3. So back-to-back punch-outs for the hot dog batter of the game. And now everybody can go get hot dogs here.
Now batting number 5, Jordan Bolden.
Well, a couple of punch-outs for Gonzalez, and here's another strikeout victim, Jordan Bolden. He punched out to end things in the first. Foul tips this one, foul ball. Six strikeouts now for Foley in 3 2/3 innings of work. And pitch count still pretty low as well. That low part of the zone has just not been there this evening so far, as Foley tried to locate that one at the knees, but didn't get the call. 1-1. That one misses up. 2-1. Bolden played in 50 games in his 2 seasons at Concordia University as he takes a look at ball 3. Bolden right at the Mendoza line, hitting 200 this summer. And here's a line drive to right field. Tinsley coming in, makes the catch. And it's 3 straight 1, 2, 3 innings for Ethan Foley. And that is now 11 straight retired for the Seagulls starting pitcher. We go to the bottom of the fourth up next. Jake Barber is set to lead things off, left-on-left matchup, as David Andrews, the left-hander, just misses with the fastball. 1-0 to Barber. Well, Barber cranked the last pitch he saw over the right field fence for a solo shot, his second homer of the summer, and you knew the power was set to come. He had 8 homers this spring at Queen's University of Charlotte as a freshman. That fastball catches the zone, 2-1. Barber, now one of 19 players in the CCL with multiple home runs this summer. Here's a fly ball out to left field. The left fielder, McGee, went back originally, but realized that that one was going to come in on him, so he changed trajectories of his line and was able to make the catch for the first out. One gone for Liam Forsyth. Forsyth singled in his first at-bat. Takes a look at strike one from Andrews. Fouls that one off, 0-2. Forsyth and Stanley, the two primary catchers for the Seagulls, along with Jordan Maskey, who are sort of struggling to get the bat going this summer. Playing good defense for the Seagulls is Forsyth and Stanley, but Forsyth hitting 161, Stanley 140, and Jordan Maskey is 0 for 5 this summer at the plate. Forsyth comes into this one, well, now 6 for 32 on the season. So a good game for him today. Could really boost his numbers. Good eye right there. 1-2 on Forsyth. And he's rung up on the inside fastball. Looked like that one was a bit inside, but nonetheless, Forsyth down looking, and 2 are gone.
Number 3, Josh Algren.
2 gone for Josh Algren, who popped up to third in his first at-bat. Shows bunt right there. Algren, who's played baseball all over the globe, lays down a pretty good bunt. Third baseman, what a play by Jacobs as he comes in and bare hands it. Throw to first is on the money, and Algren is nabbed at first, trying to steal a bunt single past the third baseman. Great defense from both sides. We go to the top of the 5th, still tied 1-1. Make sure to join us tomorrow in an earlier start time at 4 o'clock at Monta Vista High School in Danville as the Seagulls take on the first place Walnut Creek Crawdads, who have been on a tear so far this summer. Should be a very great game and a tough battle for the Seagulls, who are starting to get on a roll themselves as of late. And currently a 3-game win streak as they beat the Legends in back-to-back games and then beat the Sonoma Stompers, who are currently second place in the North Division, last night.
Blake Jacobs.
Merchants, on the contrary, trying to snap that 3-game win streak and trying to snap their own losing streak. And here's Blake Jacobs, who just made fantastic running play at third base to end the 4th. Leads things off here in the top of the 5th. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat as he fouls that one straight back. Strike 1. Jacobs, this is his 14th game of the summer for the Merchants as he fouls off the changeup there from Foley. 0-2. Comes into this one, 7 for 35, 3 runs, and 2 triples for him. He's got 2 of the 4 triples for the Merchants this summer. Fouled back once again. Foley out of the windup for the 0-2. Chopper to short. Barber will play back on it. Strong throw to first in time for the first out. One gone here in the top of the 5th, and here's the second baseman, Xavier LaCours. LaCours came in today hitting .211 and now 20 at-bats after his ground out in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 1. Another ground ball to Barber. Fields it cleanly. Pump, throw to first in time. 2 gone and 2 plays for Barber here in the 5th. Back to the top of the order for the Merchants. It's Jacob Ornelas, who's 1 for 2 today. Singled to kick things off and then came around to score the lone run of the ballgame for the Merchants. First pitch from Foley, swing and a miss. And the Merchants trying to break up this groove that Foley's on. 13 straight retired for Ethan Foley. And just misses with the fastball, 1-1. It's been going both ways. Tight zone this evening for both teams. Slider, swing and a miss. Another 2-strike count for Foley. Looking for his 7th punch out. Just misses high. 2-2. Entered the inning with 60 pitches. Probably up around 70 as that one misses. 3-2. He's now eclipsed 70 pitches. 3-2 on Ornelas. 3-2, swing and a miss. 7 strikeouts for Ethan Foley. 14 straight broken bat singles, but since then, he's been unhittable. We go to the bottom of the 5th on the other side. Bottom of the 5th, David Andrews, the left-hander, still on the mound for the Merchants. 2 innings so far for him. No hits, just 1 walk surrendered so far on his line. Jake Brewer leading things off. Andrews been trying to paint that outside corner all evening and has had some success with it, but for the most part has missed. 3-1 on Brewer. Andrews working very fast. And it's a 5-pitch walk, and Jake Brewer will give the Seagulls a leadoff base runner here in the 5th.
Number 15, Matt Moreno.
Here's Matt Moreno, the third baseman, batting 9th today. Comes in hitting 200. And this is his 10th game of the summer with the Seagulls. Joined a couple weeks into the season. And good to see him healthy and on the field, as the last time the Seagulls played here in San Bruno City Park against the Legends, he started that game but exited after the first with an injury while warming up in between innings. So soon to see more of Matt Moreno, hopefully on the mound, which is an exciting thing, as he's a easy 90 from the right side and a really good slider. Saw that pitch mix against the South Bay Storm in a non-league game. Swings through the high fastball, 0-2. Excuse me, that was strike 3. So Andrews, second punch out in 2 1/3 innings of work. And the lineup gets flipped over back to Josh Hansen. Hansen comes in today hitting 254. Takes a look at a ball low. His 67 at-bats are the second most on the team. Here's a grounder to short, could be 2. Flip to second for 1, and the second baseman, LaCours, had trouble with the transfer. And with Hansen's speed, he's able to beat that one out easily. So 6-4 as Brewers retired at second. Hansen reaches on the fielder's choice. And here's Isaiah Landry, 1 for 1 today, a double and a walk so far. That one in the dirt. Gonzalez does a nice job of blocking it and keeping it in front of him, so Hansen couldn't advance. 1-0 on Landry. Had a little bit of a slow start to the summer with the Seagulls, but has definitely started to come along and has been an everyday bat and defender for the Seagulls in the outfield. A lot of young talent for the Seagulls. In fact, everybody in the starting lineup today is no older than a junior in college. So a lot of younger guys. This might be a broken bat single, and it will get down in left center field as second hit of the game, and this one's going to get by the third baseman. Hansen almost thought about going to third. Instead, he'll hold up at second as Landry picks up his second hit of the game and has reached safely in all 3 plate appearances. Runners now on first and second with 2 outs for Ryan Lordier. Hitting third today, leading the team in batting average and RBIs. As Atticus Gonzalez, the catcher, will call time and go talk to the tall left-hander, Andrews. Laurier 0 for 2 today. But like I said, went 4 for 5 last night. And has been one of the better hitters in the lineup for the Seagulls, if not the best hitter. First pitch to him, misses high, 1-0. Hanson on second, Landry on first, so speed on the bases. As this is back up the middle and into center field. Bolden plays back on it. Hanson rounding third, cut off by Young. He's in to score. It's 2-1 Seagulls, an RBI single for Ryan Laurier. So Laurier stays hot. 2 RBIs yesterday and 1 RBI early into this one, or I guess midway through this one. And in steps Andrew Tinsley, who did most of the damage offensively last evening against the Stompers with his 3-run homer to tie it. The Seagulls were down 4-1 as he cleared the bases. Same spot, runners on first and second, as he takes a look at a strike, 1-1. Tinsley comes into this one hitting .282, second best batting average on the team, and leads the team in at-bats and stolen bases. Foul tips this one. Gonzalez unable to hang on, 1-2. Tinsley from Frisco, Texas, and just finished up at Murray State JC. Went to Odessa College prior to that. Decided to do North Carolina AT&T. Takes a look at a high fastball, 2-2. So deuces are wild. 2 on, 2 out, and a 2-2 count here on Tinsley in this 2-1 ball game. That one in the dirt. Count runs full. So runners will be on the move on the 3-2 pitch from David Andrews. And it is line drive, but Tinsley just out in front of it, hooks it foul, and we'll try the 3-2 again. Andrews gets his sign. And we'll try the 3-2 again. It is, once again, fouled off by Tinsley. So 7 pitches in this at-bat. Number 8 coming right here. One run across after the RBI single from Ryan Laurier, making it a 2-1 game. 3-2, and it's a good two-seam fastball that started in and ended right on the inside corner. Strike 3. Tinsley goes down looking, but not before. 1 run comes across here in the home half of the 5th. We go to the 6th, 2-1 Seagulls. Back here in the 6th, as a couple of
Kai Young.
old GSCBL opponents face off here in the CCL, as the Merchants were the Golden State Collegiate Baseball League champions a decade ago, 2013 and 2014 champs. The Seagulls, 2022 and 2023 champs. Kai Young set to lead things off for the Merchants. Takes a look at a ball in the dirt, 1-0. He's 1 for 2 today, single and a strikeout. Foley, 14 straight retired as he gets the fastball over, 1-1. And this is an arm that the Seagulls should definitely be excited about, looking forward. As here's another broken bat, and Moreno, who couldn't read it off the bat, immediately went right down the line, but that ball had some fade to it, and it'll land. And another broken bat single for the Merchants as Young breaks up the 14 straight retired from Ethan Foley. So third hit of the ballgame for the Merchants, all broken bat singles. Pretty outstanding. First pitch from Foley just misses, 1-0 to Rocco Borelli. Borelli, who started on the mound in this one, just went 2 innings. Only gave up the home run and a double. Here's a throw down to second base, and Young is gunned out by Liam Forsyth. So Forsyth to Brewer, and Young is the first out of the inning. Borelli comes into this one hitting .273, fourth best batting average on the team. The slider from Foley in there, strike 1. Borelli, couple of doubles, 6 RBIs, which, believe it or not, is tied for the most on the team, as this Merchants offense is still looking to get it going. Again, they come in 7-15 this season, so struggling in the CCL as these two affiliates currently 5th and 6th place in the North Division. Grounded to short, and Barber unable to field it cleanly, and Borelli will reach.
Now batting, number 33, Casey Levitt McGee.
So Barber has been a busy man over there at short. Couple of grounders that he hasn't been able to field cleanly on those slow rollers. That one took a tough hop, bounced off of his wrist, and then off of his chest, it looked like. Here's Casey Levitt McGee leading the team in batting average. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk and a strikeout. Borelli fakes the steal. Forsyth pops up, and right there, Borelli sort of faking the steal actually didn't let Forsyth frame that one, and so umpire didn't see it as a strike. It's 1-0 to McGee. Ground ball to first. On to second. And the throw to first will not be in time. So Lordier gets the force out at second base once again. Barber unable to get the back end of the double play. So McGee will reach on the fielder's choice, and Borelli out at second. Here's Rocco Granucci, the right fielder, with 2 outs, as Forsyth, nice block right there on the slider that was way out of the zone. Granucci drove in the only run of the ballgame for the Merchants with that slow grounder to short, in which Barber couldn't field cleanly. He's 0 for 2 today. once again in the dirt from Foley. 2-0. About 80 pitches for Ethan Foley so far through 5 2/3 innings of work. Another slider, another ball, 3-0. The 3-0 from Foley, and it's in there, strike one. Two gone, one on. The 3-1 in there, strike two. So what was a 3-0 count, Foley gets two back in the zone, and it's now 3-2 with 2 outs and McGee on first base. Slider, grounder, and past the stretching Moreno. And runner's going to dig for 3, Landry. And he will make it all the way to third base as Landry played back on that one. McGee, good speed, rounding second aggressively. Makes it all the way up to third base. And now runners are on the corners as Coach Dom will take a walk out to the mound. Looks like he's just going to have a word with Ethan Foley. Just some positive affirmation. So 2 singles in this inning. And that one from Granucci, maybe the hardest hit for the Merchants so far. 4 hits in the ball game. Runners on the corners. 2 gone for Atticus Gonzalez. 0 for 2 today with 2 punch-outs. This one smacked into center field. Josh Algren getting on his horse, and he can't make the catch. It's going to get by him and roll all the way to the fence out there. Gonzalez rounding second, digging for third. It's a 2-run triple as he blisters this one into deep right center field, and that is the first time here in San Bruno that we have not seen Josh Algren be able to track down a fly ball like that, as Gonzalez was all over that one. So the Merchants take a 1-run lead, 3-2, and that's going to be it for Ethan Foley, who was clearly given his last hitter right there. Gonzalez, who he had punched out twice, and then he gets on Foley right there, who exits. Now down by 1 are the Seagulls, 3-2. Ryan Rocha coming in, and we'll have more on him up next. Right-hander Ryan Rocha gets the ball after the bases clearing triple from Atticus Gonzalez, who gives the Merchants a 1-run lead. Rocha made an appearance last night, gave up a run in 2/3 of an inning in Sonoma last night, so back-to-back outings for him. Obviously a shorter relief appearance last night, just getting 2 outs, only surrendered 1 walk and 1 earned run. Big breaking ball, and he lands it on the center fielder, Jordan Bolden, strike 1. Bolden 0 for 2 today, strikeout and a flyout, although it was a hard line drive to right field. This is another blooper that is going to get down in short left center field, and it's another run for the Merchants, 4-2. They lead.
Now batting, number 20, Blake Jacobs.
So Bolden with the single, 4th hit of the inning for the Merchants. 3 singles and a triple. Here's Blake Jacobs, 0 for 2 today. Rocha fastball just misses outside. Ryan from South San Francisco went to El Camino High School and a redshirt freshman at Kenyatta. This is 8th appearance of the summer for the Seagulls as he lands the curveball inside. 1-1. 14 2/3 innings of work for him so far. 15 hits, 9 walks, 8 punch-outs, a 4.91 ERA for the right-hander. Fastball fouled back. 1-2. Three runs across here in the top of the 6th, as Foley, who was absolutely rolling, gave up the leadoff knock, albeit a broken bat single, as this one's popped up, as Jake Brewer, the second baseman, will come in and make the catch for the 3rd out. So Rocha comes in and gives up a single, but then gets the 3rd out of the inning. It's 4-2 Alameda going to the home half. Bottom of the 6th, and the Seagulls now have a little bit of work to do as we head to the later stages of the ball game. Home half of the 6th, Jake Barber, solo shot in the 2nd to lead things off. Flew out to left in the fourth to lead things off. So this is his third time leading off an inning. And it's been every 2 innings as he takes a look at strike one, 1-1. Barber just yanks this one down the line off the end of the bat, and it gets in for a leadoff single. So the Merchants have had a lot of ugly, bleeding singles in the outfield, and Jake Barber says, why not? It's that type of game. So 2-hit ball game for Barber so far. And here is Liam Forsythe. Forsythe singled in his first at-bat. 1 for 2 today. Fastball misses. 1-0. These two teams will see each other again on Sunday, as this is a line drive up the middle, and it is back-to-back base hits for the Seagulls. Starting to get something going here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, number 3, Josh.
Here is Josh Aldrin, the third-year Seagull, as he was a part of both GSCBL championship teams in 2022 and 2023, and is a guy who has had lots of success at the dish with the Seagulls, trying to get the bat going here this summer. Time is out. Dustin Shane, first season with the Merchants. He's a pitching coach at Laney College, out on the mound. This is actually back-to-back games that Josh Aldrin sort of iced, as he came up to hit late in the game last night, and they changed pitchers right before he came up. And for a guy who's trying to get into a groove, can be tricky with the stoppage of play. Like I said, these two teams will face off once again on Sunday and Tuesday. So Crawdads tomorrow, and then Merchants, and then Crawdads again, and then the Merchants before a 5-day hiatus. They almost get a week off. This one in the dirt. Barber moving up to third, and he's in safely. Forsythe didn't read it, so he's still at first. But aggressive base running from Barber advances 90 feet. And with nobody out, third baseman playing a little even with the bag. Middle infield, double play depth. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Aldrin 0 for 2 today, and like I said, currently in the transfer portal, as he didn't play this spring at Queen's University of Charlotte due to transfer rules. He was a first-team all-conference as a freshman at Ohlone. Two and 1. Swing and a miss. And Aldrin, one of those guys that success or no success will always play with a smile and enjoys every game. 2-2. Ground ball, and it's going to get through, a base hit. Barber comes in to score. It's 4-3 Merchants and 3 straight singles for the San Francisco Seagulls. Seagulls cut into the deficit, and that'll be it for David Andrews. New arm set to take the mound here in the bottom of the 6th. No outs recorded here in this frame. I'm Cameron Anderson, and I'll see you on the other side with the new arm. Antone Valerio, the right-hander, coming out of the bullpen for the Merchants. The 5'11 right-hander from San Leandro, California, went to San Leandro High School, College of Chabot, Grambling State, and is a senior at Cal State Monterey Bay, who are the CCA Conference champions, unfortunately. As a Gator, it pains me to say that. He was the San Leandro High School class of 19, pitched and played at first base his senior year, hitting .354 with 3 doubles, and pitched in 11 games, striking out 55 batters in 51 and a third innings pitched, and posted a 1.91 ERA. At Chabot in 2022, he was the second-team All-Conference, striking out 62 batters. Then went to Grambling State, but didn't play. And this spring at Cal State Monterey Bay, recorded 2 saves in 5 games and posted a 1.69 ERA. This is his first appearance of the summer for the Merchants, as he faces Jake Brewer with nobody out, runners on first and second. Brewer shows bunt, but pulls it back. 1-0. Third baseman anticipating the bunt, playing in on the grass, as well as the first baseman, so corners drawn in. Still nobody out. First and second, definitely a sacrifice situation, and Brewer's going to get it down. Third baseman Jacobs on to first, just in time for the first out. We saw Brewer, who tried to lay down a sac bunt against the Legends in their last home game. He ended up getting a bunt single out of it. So Brewer, definitely one of the better bunters on the team. So he is now the first out of the ball game, but he does his job with the sacrifice as both runners advance 90 feet. And looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. It's going to be Ethan Roan. So Roan pinch hitting here for Matt Moreno, the third baseman. Big spot, second and third, down by 1 as Valerio gets the fastball over, strike 1. Roan from Oklahoma and just finished his sophomore year at Murray State JC and committed to Central University as Forsyth hesitated, and he'll hold up at third base as the breaking ball got past the catcher Gonzalez, but he's able to hustle to it before Forsyth could break home. Roan went to Choctaw High School, where he hit .311 with 9 doubles and had 23 RBIs in his senior year. And had a great sophomore campaign at Murray State JC as he takes a look at a high fastball 2-1. Hit .344 this spring with over a 1 OPS, 6 homers, 41 RBIs, and had a 6-game multi-hit streak. This is a high fly ball to left field. Should be deep enough for Forsythe to tag. McGee, throw coming in. It is over the cutoff, and we are tied. A sac fly and an RBI for the pinch hitter, Ethan Roan. So Roan does his job, tying it up. And top of the order, once again, it's Josh Hansen, the designated hitter, with the go-ahead run 90 feet away and 2 outs here in the 6th. Hansen reached on the fielder's choice and came around to score. In his last at-bat, he is 0 for 3 today, but has reached once. Oh and 1 as he fouls that one back. Hansen, one of 2 high school players born in the Bay Area on the top 500 MLB draft prospect list, and one of 6 just born in the Bay Area on that list. Quickly down the count, 0-2 on Valerio. The Cal State Monterey Bay right-hander as he checks his swing. And he definitely checked his swing. It's just whether or not he was going to get rung up right there. The changeup misses inside, 1-2. One of the difference makers in Hansen's game is the plate vision and discipline. As that one misses outside. What an eye from Hansen there. 2-2. Tough take, but it pays off. So 2 straight balls from Valerio. Here's the 2-2. And that one misses. 3-2. So Hansen putting his trust in the home plate umpire, working out here. 3-2. The 3-2 from Valerio. Changeup. Got Hansen to pop it up. Kaiuke Young running in, makes the catch for the 3rd out. So 2 runs come across in this frame. It's 4-4 as we go to the 7th here in San Bruno, California. Top of the 7th, Ryan Rocha still on the mound for the Seagulls, and some defensive movement in the infield for the Seagulls as Ethan Rohn comes into the ballgame for the third baseman Matt Moreno, but he's going to move over to second. Brewer, the second baseman, slides to first, and Lordier, the first baseman, slides to third. Xavier Licours leading things off. He's grounded out to short in his first two at-bats. 0 for 2 today. The 0-1 from Rocha. Fouled back, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Rocha gave up a single to score the 4th run of the ball game as Foley came out with a runner on third. And then got Jacobs, the 8-hitter, to pop up. Count is 1-2 in this brand new ball game, 4-4. Fastball fouled back. Licours is not going down without a fight. So the 4th place Seagulls, who are half a game back from the Slow Blues, for 3rd place behind the Stompers and the Crawdads, as the Seagulls, who have been winning of late, trying to make a push here towards the top of the standings. Merchants currently in last place in the North, as these two teams are the 2 CCL North affiliates, their first year in the CCL. The 2-2, and that one misses. 3-2. Long at bat, leading things off here in the top of the 7th. Count is full. Here's the 3-2 from Rocha. Fastball popped up, and Barber, the shortstop's running out there. Algren coming in, makes a nice running catch for the first out.
Now batting number 11, Jacob Ornelas.
So you'd almost think that the Merchants are aiming to just bleed him out there in a short outfield territory, because that is what they've been doing all game. About 4 bleeding singles, little pop-ups that have landed. Algren making sure that one doesn't land. 1-0 to Jacob Ornelas, who is 1 for 3 today with the run. Struck out in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Who's out in front of the fastball right there. So Rocha, who's not going to necessarily light up the radar gun, but it's a good fastball location and a big curveball. We'll also mix in the changeup every once in a while. Looked like he tried to drop one in the zone right there. Misses. 2-1. Curveball. Fouled off. Two, 1 gone. Against the Merchants shortstop. This tie ball game. Rocha out of the warm-up, out of the windup, as Ornelas grounds this one foul. Lordier, nice jump throw just to show off. So we'll try the 2-2 again. Rocha, long pause on the mound. 2-2, fastball, and it is driven out to right center field. Algren running and makes the diving catch I mean, what a running play from Josh Algren in center field as he's going to take a breather. Man, oh man, we've seen a lot of spectacular diving plays from Algren this summer, and that might have been the best. So Algren makes both plays and running in opposite directions. The first one, short left center field that he tracked down. The second one, deep in the right center field gap. Had a long way to get that one. Grounded to third. Lordier, throw to first in time. It's a 1-2-3 inning as we go to the home half of the seventh. Time to stretch here in San Bruno at San Bruno City Park, Tom Lara Field. Bottom of the seventh, tied 4-4 here in San Bruno as Isaiah Landry, the two-hitter, will lead things off for the Seagulls. Takes a look at ball one. Landry 2 for 2 today with a walk, single and a double. Chopper to the mound. Valerio, throw in time for the first out. So what seems like could be a routine play. Definitely a trickier one as Valerio's having to throw on an uneven surface. Remember, he's catching that one on the back of the mound and stepping onto a uphill ground, but able to make the throw in time. Here's Ryan Lordier, the three-hitter, as he takes a look at a strike that was off the glove of Gonzalez. Still a strike. Lordier had an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 3 today. So now 5 for 9 in his last 9 at-bats, dating back to yesterday, as he takes a look at a ball. 1-1 changeup misses low and in. 2-1. Goes right back to it. Misses again. 3-1. So Valerio steps off, gathers himself, gets back to the windup, and that one, I believe, hits Lordier. And ball or not, he will walk down to first. We got a pinch hitter for Andrew Tinsley. Logan Hart set to pinch hit in the 4th spot for Andrew Tinsley. And Hart got a pinch hit spot last night for the Seagulls from Turlock High School. 2 years at Modesto JC and is headed to Cal State Fullerton. First pitch he sees, misses out, 1-0. Runner on the move, Lordier, high bounce, and he's in safely. So Lordier steals second base. And that gets rid of the force out at second. Lordier's 6th stolen base of the season now in second place behind Algren and Tinsley, who are tied with 7. Swing and a miss from Hart. 2-1. Hart, football and baseball player in high schools. He takes a look at a pretty good changeup from Valerio, but misses inside, 3-1. The spring at Modesto, he hit .345 in 41 games as he swings through the outside pitch. 3-2. 12 doubles, 5 triples, 3 homers, and 21 stolen bases this spring. Big spot here. 3-2. Go-ahead run at second base, bouncing around. And Valerio misses. Ball 4. So back-to-back runners reaching here. Lordier, who was hit by the pitch on a 3-1 pitch. And then Logan Hart walked. Here's Jake Barber. Barber, solo shot in the 2nd, a single in the 6th, came around to score and started that 2-run inning back in the 6th. First and second, 1-0, 1 gone. And here's a dribbler down the third baseline. Foul. 1-1. Valerio long pause. Comes home low. Gonzalez threatens the back pick to first, but holds it. 2-1. Barber 2 for 3 today. And this one popped up to center field. Bolden will make the catch. Lordier will fake the tag. And an unproductive at bat there from Barber, frustrated as he just got under that one. 2 gone here in the 7th. In steps Liam Forsyth, catching in this one and batting 6th. He came around to score his last time up as he's out in front of the changeup there from Valerio. 0-1. 2 gone. Runners on first and second. Go ahead run. 180 feet away. And we'll see what the Seagulls do with the bullpen, too. It might be a Shane Stanley type of ball game, as Will Ellis, I believe, threw nearly 40 pitches last night against the Stompers, went 2 1/3 innings to pick up the victory for the Seagulls. So he's not available, and that's usually the guy you go to in a tight game like this. But Stanley has emerged as a guy that you can go to in a tight game as well. So Forsyth pops this one back, 1-2. So you assume Rocha will stay out there and maybe go as long as he can, as he just came off of a 1-2-3 inning. He's retired 4 straight batters. He's retired 4 of the 5 batters he's faced so far. But first, the Seagulls would like some insurance, or not even insurance, just a run, to give the pitching staff an advantage going to the 8th. Timeout from Forsyth. So 2 on, 2 out, and a 2-2 count. Valerio, the pitch inside. Forsyth just kind of fists it down the third base line. We'll try the 2-2 once again. Two-two, foul tip caught by the catcher Gonzalez. Strike 3. Forsyth goes down, and the Seagulls strand runners on first and second with 1 out. We go to the top of the 8th, still tied 4 apiece here in San Bruno. Coach Dom goes to the bullpen, and it's the 6'3" right-hander out of Cal State East Bay, Nick Balch, who pitched not too long ago against the Menlo Park Legends. just a few days ago. And he did his job and some. Picked up the victory in that one. Went 2 2/3 innings out of the pen as he gets a swing and a miss from Borelli. Just 1 hit surrendered, 3 strikeouts as he's continuing to try to drop his summer ERA, which got blown up sort of early in the summer. He's been much better lately and has had some good outings here in the middle of the schedule. And Lordier bobbles it. Throw to first is not in time. So it looked like he had it cleanly and then sort of tried to flip it out of his glove to his hand. And in that process, sort of threw it down the line, got away from him. And so that'll go down as an error from Lordier at third. So Borelli reaches for the 3rd time today. McGee digs into the box. He came around to score back in the 6th inning. It's the first of those 3 runs that came around. Borelli dancing out there at first, but he stays put. 1-0. McGee 0 for 2 today with a walk. Comes in as with one of the highest batting averages in all of CCL hitters, including the North and South Division, as tries to get that one down, but it goes foul. In fact, leave it McGee among hitters that qualify, which to qualify to be a statistical leader, you have to have a minimum of 2.7 appearances per game played as a team. As the slider gets in there for a strike. Throw to second. Got him in time. Borelli's gunned out. Forsythe, second victim, as now 2 runners have been caught stealing on the base paths. Forsythe with an absolute strike down to second base. But like I was saying, leaving McGee, 2nd best batting average in all of CCL hitters. And first place, Tommy Kendlinger. Ground ball to second base. Roan on to first in time, and now 2 are gone. So that definitely changes things here, as big-time play from Forsythe behind the dish. And here's Rocco Granucci, the right fielder, who reached on an error. He's actually reached on 2 errors today. Swing and a miss. The 0-1. Ground ball to third. Lordier fields this one clean. Throw to first in time for the 3rd out. So Lordier bobbles one to kick off the inning, but then finishes the inning strong. We go to the home half of the 8th. Seagulls trying to get an advantage here so that they can close things out in the top of the 9th. I'm Cameron Anderson. I'll see you on the other side. Bottom of the 8th, Danny Garcia, the 5'11 right-hander who just finished his freshman year at Monterey Peninsula College, MPC. He is going to try to keep this game right where it's at for the Merchants. Seagulls, on the other hand, trying to scratch one across and take the lead heading into the 9th. Josh Algren leading things off. He singled in his last at-bat, picking up an RBI. Scoring Barber from third base. And he gets under this one, popped up to the left fielder, McGee, who makes the catch for the first out. So one gone for Jake Brewer, who is now at first base. Brewer walked, and a sac bunt in his last at-bat is that one just a bit outside. The 1-0 from Garcia in there, strike one. So Garcia just 5'11", but packing a punch. Good fastball in there. Goes back to it. One and two on Brewer. One gone, nobody on. Looked like a slider right there from Garcia. Good take from Brewer. Count goes to 2-2. Ethan Roan on deck. The 2-2 fouled. Out of play. Just past the visiting bullpen. Two again, check swing, and he did not go. So now, count is full. The 3-2 misses inside, ball four, his second walk of the evening. So with one gone and a runner on first, in steps Ethan Roan, who's now at second base. He pinch hit for Matt Moreno in the 6th and hit a sac fly, scoring Liam Forsyth. Roan, a lot of power. 3 doubles and a homer this summer. Fouls this one straight back, 0-2. Roan, 11 runs scored this summer. 3rd most on the team. But trying to get the bat going again. Hitting 180 now below the Mendoza line. Was before one of the top hitters in this lineup. This one gets back as it's ricochets off the backstop. Gonzalez fields it, but Brewer read that perfectly, and he digs into second. So Brewer moves up on the wild pitch. 1-2 on Roan, and now the go-ahead run in scoring position with 2 gone. The 1-2 from Garcia. Breaking ball just misses outside, 2-2. Now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Two gone. And back to the top of the order. Josh Hansen in one of the bigger spots of the ball game. Go-ahead run at second base. Hansen 0 for 4 today with a run. Foul tip caught by Gonzalez, 0-1. Hansen coming off of a 2 for 4 game last night. Currently 0 for 4, looking for his first hit, and this is a great time to do it as the hard fastball is fouled back, 0-2. The 0-2 from Garcia, breaking ball, and it is a chopper back to the mound. He will flip to first, and no runs across here in the bottom of the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th. Still tied 4 apiece. See you on the other side. Top of the 9th, and we're still tied 4 apiece. Atticus Gonzalez leading things off. He tripled 2 runs and then came across to score. So quite a comeback for him after he punched out in his first 2 at-bats as the hot dog batter of the game, and then comes up and is responsible for 3 of the 4 runs for the Merchants. This one smacked out to left field. It's going to get down in front of Landry, and it'll be a leadoff single, second hit of the game for Atticus Gonzalez. So that ball was shot out of a cannon off of the bat of Gonzalez. And looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. It's going to be number 34, Jack Rogers, pinch hitting. The 6'3" outfielder, pinch hitting for Jordan Bolden, the center fielder. Rogers from Tucson, Arizona, went to Sal Puente Catholic High School, Antelope Valley College, and New Mexico State, and is currently a junior at Colorado Mesa. So at his 3rd college. In his senior year of high school, he hit .463, 6 doubles, 6 homers, and 25 RBIs. Went to New Mexico State out of high school but didn't play, then transferred to Antelope Valley. hitting .264 with 6 doubles, 2 triples, and 6 homers in 35 games. Comes up with a runner on first in the top of the 9th. Swing and miss on the breaking ball. Balch is set, but the batter was not in the box and ready to go. On 1 on Rogers. And actually looks like we're going to have a pinch runner as the breaking ball catches the corner, strike 2. So the other catcher on this roster, Frank Zapata, will pinch run for the starting catcher, Atticus Gonzalez. Zapata with good speed. On 2 on Rogers. Zapata, the pinch runner at first. This one popped up and will just fall out of play. And my goodness, did that just fall out of play. Still 0-2 on Rogers. And it'll be interesting. We'll see if Zapata tries to swipe one here. Already 2 runners caught on the base paths by Liam Forsyth. Zapata is on the move, and that one hits Rogers. So that one ran in, and can't tell if that one hit off the elbow guard or off the knob of the bat. Definitely was a loud ricochet. The elbow guard is not that loud and probably wouldn't have gone that far. So the umpires are going to come together, and they're going to say it was a hit by pitch. And immediately there's going to be a pinch runner for Rogers. So they're going to say that one hit off of his elbow guard, but so pinch runner for Rogers, who was just hit by the pitch, as he gets up. So a couple of moves for the Merchants. Coach Dom talking to Nick Balch, and he's going to make a move, and it's going to be for Shane Stanley. So the hard-throwing right-hander, primarily a catcher, caught in the game last night, and coming in with runners on first and second and nobody out. Pressure situation for Stanley. And Coach Dom, with lots of trust in him, hands him the ball in a big spot. So just to recap, Zapata pinch running at second base. Wyatt Thames pinch running at first for Jack Rogers. And now a pinch hitter, as it looks like it's going to be number 3, Jace Jeremiah, pinch hitting for Blake Jacobs, the third baseman. So, Stanley, this is his 4th appearance of the summer, and he has been sneaky really good. 5 innings in his first 3 outings, only 3 hits allowed, no earned runs, and 9 punch-outs in those 5 innings. Still holds a 0 ERA. So a guy who's been primarily a catcher not only for the Seagulls, but his whole life, and has really emerged as a great bullpen piece and in pressure situations. Stanley, out of San Francisco, went to Lowell High School, 2 years at City College of San Francisco, in which he won a Gold Glove as the best defensive catcher in all of California community colleges. Now headed to University of Maryland Eastern Shore. And Jeremiah pops this one up. Might be a double play, and it is. Wow. 1 pitch, 2 outs, and that's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So something about Stanley, and he comes into ball games and just figures out how to get things done. The first pitch to Jace Jeremiah, the pinch hitter, pops up, and Stanley gets off the mound, doubles up the runner at second base. And here's Xavier LaCours. He's 0 for 3 today, 2 groundouts and a flyout. 1-0 to him. Runner's on the move. Forsythe, throw to second, and he's safe. And that is a tough call. Looked like the ball beat him. So unless Thames was able to dodge the tag, Coach Dom is going to come out, but looks like the umpire is going to come to him. So unless Roan missed the tag right there, the ball was there in time. And it seemed like it's going to be the 3rd runner caught stealing by Forsythe. Instead, now runner in scoring position with 2 gone. One just misses. 2-1. Two and one on LaCours. Wyatt Thames at second base, the pinch runner. Breaking ball misses inside. 3-1. Jacob Ornelas, the shortstop, on deck. The leadoff hitter. The 3-1. Fastball fouled back. Now 3-2. 2 gone. Go ahead run in scoring position. Stanley, the 3-2, fouled back. Or as LaCours just gets a piece of it. Try the 3-2 again. Strike 3! Got him. Stanley fired up as he records 3 outs in 2 batters faced. What a job. First and second, nobody out, and no runs come across for the Merchants. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Seagulls trying to walk things off next. Bottom of the ninth, Isaiah Landry leading things off. First pitch fastball right there from Danny Garcia, the hard-throwing right-hander who's currently sitting in the high 80s. Topped out at 89, sitting 87, 88. And the lively fastball from the 5'11 right-hander, currently at Monterey Peninsula. 1-1 on Landry, who is 2 for 3 today. And he's all over this one, but way out in front. So that is a long strike. 1-2. Single, a double, and a walk today for Landry. The 1-2. Nice slider, just misses from Garcia. That is a wonderful pitch and an even better take from Landry. Here's the 2-2. Fastball, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Landry down swinging for the first out in the home half of the ninth. So now digging into the box, it's number 17, Ryan Lordier. Lordier 1 for 3 today with a hit by pitch. Hit an RBI single, scoring Josh Hansen back in the 5th, and then swiped second after he was hit by the pitch in the 7th. First pitch in the dirt, 1-0. Logan Hart on deck. Tied here. Trying to walk things off. The 1-0 popped up, out of play, 1-1. Lordier, 3 RBIs in his last 2 games now. So he had a 2 RBI game last night when it going 4 for 5. I do believe just him, Andrew Tinsley and Josh Hansen have had 4-hit games this summer as he chops this one foul. 2-2. Could be wrong, but off the top of my head, Hansen, who hit for the cycle in the second game of the season against Sonoma, that 19-1 route. And then Andrew Tinsley, who had a 5-hit game in San Luis Obispo. And then Lordier, 4-hit game yesterday. Good eye right there, and now count is full. 3-2, 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. 4-5 up next, as this is a high drive into center field, but the center fielder, Wyatt Thames, who just came into the ballgame, makes the catch for the second out. So 2 gone for Logan Hart, who does his little slide, his little shuffle slide. Every time he digs into the box, he has that little ritual, almost like a Soto shuffle slide when Soto gets into the box. 0-1 on Hart. Hart walked when he pinch hit back in the 7th for Andrew Tinsley. And I'm sure he's just trying to get it to the man on deck who's had quite a ball game, and Jake Barber, as Hart fouls this one back and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Garcia likes what he got. And that one runs low and in. And Hart dodges it. So now 1-2. The 1-2. And it's a chopper back up the middle. Shortstop Jump throw and not in time. That's Jace Jeremiah who entered the ball game. So a 2-out knock for Logan Hart. And here's Jake Barber. And how fitting would it be if Barber can send the Seagulls home and again into the win column, as they're currently half a game back of the Slow Blues. Barber, who's homered and singled today and has come around to score twice, takes a look at a ball, 1-0. Move to first. Hart back in safely. That is the last thing the Seagulls need right now. Line drive, foul. Didn't hear a windshield. 1-1. Seagulls on a 3-game win streak and a win away from taking third place in the CCL North, jumping from 5th to 3rd in a few days. Good eye, 2-1 as he takes the outside fastball. Liam Forsythe, the catcher, on deck. Hart, pretty good speed over there at first. That one runs inside. Looked like Garcia tried to locate the slider, got away from him. 3-1. So hitters count for Barber. Three one. This one is high fly ball to right field. Is it deep enough? No, it is caught on the warning track by Granucci. And oh my goodness, Barber gave that one a ride, but just got under it. Almost his second home run, and what would have been a walk-off home run instead, caught on the warning track, as I'm sure the rest of his team will joke around and tell him to hit the weight room. We go to extras, top 10 here in San Bruno. Extra baseball here in San Bruno at Tom Lara Field. Still tied 4 apiece, as 9 innings couldn't get it done. So we head to the top of the 10th. Shane Stanley on the mound. I call it Manfred runner at second. An established MLB rule during COVID to let the In the extra innings, the offensive team starts with a runner on second base, which makes things a little bit more interesting and involves a little bit more strategy. It looks like Ornelas trying to get that one down in a sacrifice situation. It's interesting to see what different teams' philosophies are in this situation. Do you want to just play for one, try to get the bunt down, and move the runner into scoring position with less than 90 feet? Stanley just said he can't see the signs from Forsyth. 0-1 on Jacob Ornelas. Xavier LaCours on second base as the base runner. It's right back to Stanley. Bobbles it, but picks it up and throws the first in time. So good composure there from Stanley as he had trouble with it initially, but able to slow everything down and still get the out at first in time. Here is Kai Young with one out and a runner 90 feet away. Infield is drawn in. One gone here in the top of the 10th. Breaking ball misses 1-0. Fastball, a good one from Stanley over the plate, 1-1. Young with a pair of singles today. He's 2 for 4. As Coach Dom going to quickly go out to the mound, have a word. Must have been something he saw or thought of and just wants to get across to Stanley. Dom, currently, Coach Dom, the Alan Koch JC. Or Alan Hancock at JC. 1-1 on Young. One out. Runner on third. And another fastball and another strike from Stanley. So Young quickly down in the count. 1-2. Huge spot here. Young looking for a fly ball, and it's a ground ball chopped down the third base line as he's just able to get a piece of it. Stanley had him out in front. See where he goes here. He's got a couple of pitches to work with here in this 1-2 count. See if he goes for a high fastball. Here's the 1-2. Fastball, chopped back up the middle, and they're going to concede the run at home. Barber, who had to play back on it, no chance at home. They get the out at first, so 2 gone, and it's now 5-4 as the Merchants take the lead here in the top of the 10th. So, smart play there from Barber. And if you're Seagulls, not the end of the world, as you are assuming that you're going to be able to get that run across too, and maybe an extra. Here's Rocco Borelli taking a look at a first pitch bender in there, strike one. Borelli, who started the game on the mound, just went 2 innings, gave up that solo shot from Barber. Fouls that one back, and now down 0-2. So 1-2-A throwing to another. The 0-2 got him. Strike 3. Another strikeout for Stanley. One run comes across here in the top of the 10th. It's 5-4. Seagulls got to score if they want to keep playing. Number 10, right-hander Shane Aldridge coming in the bottom of the 10th with a one-run lead. Aldridge spent his freshman year in 2023 but didn't play at Colorado State Pueblo. He's from Hayward, California, went to Morrow Catholic High School and is currently at Chabot College. Aldridge, who throws right, bats left. Liam Forsythe set to lead things off. Barber at second. He's the tying run. Forsythe, the winning run. Fastball challenged him. It's popped up, and this one will be caught by the right fielder, Granucci, who had to come a long way to make the catch, but he did. And that is how the first out is recorded in the bottom of the 10th. So Forsythe pops up, and here is Josh Algren as immediately after one out, Coach Dustin Shaney will come out to the mound and have a word. And once again, for some reason, Josh Algren, whenever he comes to the plate, time is out, and it's like he's getting iced like a kicker every single time. It's pretty bizarre. Algren singled back in the 6th RBI single. He's 1 for 4 today. First pitch chopped to first base. Keuke Young is going to have to hurry. Algren's got wheels, but Aldridge covers first in time. 2 are gone. Jake Barber moves up to third. And here's Jake Brewer. Seagulls down to the last out. Brewer, 2 walks and a sac bunt today. Biggest spot of the game. First pitch fastball in there, strike 1. Aldridge trying to pick up the save. Seagulls trying to make it 4 straight victories. The 0-1. Down the middle, strike 2. Seagulls down to the last strike. The 0-2 misses 1-2. So this is also Aldridge's first appearance of the summer. The 1-2. Breaking ball, and Brewer, great eye, takes 2-2. Brewer, who just had over a 1 OPS at Kenyatta this spring. And this biggest spot he's been in all summer. 2-2. 2 outs. Tying run 90 feet away. The 2-2. And spiked into the backstop. Barber holds up at third. And wow, that is a big decision there by Barber, and probably the right one if he didn't have a great jump. Count now 3-2 as the fastball was spiked and got past Zapata, who just recently came into the game for Atticus Gonzalez. And that was almost a disaster from Shane Aldridge. Instead, the 3-2. And that one runs up by his head and might have actually grazed his helmet. So, my God, that is a scary, scary sight if you're Brewer. Luckily, he dodged it. Here's Ethan Rohn. Josh Hansen on deck, top of the order. Rohn, who came in for Matt Moreno as a pinch hitter, hit a sac fly. 2 gone. Brewers on the move. They're going to give him second base as the fastball misses. Ball 1. So, win-win situation there for the Seagulls. The fastball just misses outside, and Brewer moves up to second base. Interesting that the Seagulls that the Merchants were just giving Brewer the free base at second. I'm not quite sure what the line of thinking is there, as Brewer at second is the winning run. 2-0. This one cranked down the line, but foul. Rohn out in front, 2-1. And again, just sort of scratching my head why the Merchants just gave Brewer second base when he's the winning run. And big difference, as now a base hit may win it. 2-1, and Rohn straight takes strike 2. So once again, Seagulls down to their last strike. 2-2 count, 2 outs, and 2 runners in scoring position. And that one runs inside. 3-2. Three and two. Another full count. First base open. Aldridge, the 3-2. And it's a ground ball, and the shortstop, Jeremiah, on to first. Great sliding play, and that is the ball game. The Alameda Merchants take the victory, their 8th of the summer. They moved to 8-15. The Seagulls move to 10-13 as it is a final of 5-4. Took 10 innings, but the Merchants pushed one across in the top of the 10th. The Seagulls come dangerously close to tying, if not winning, the ball game here, but they take the loss. They will play the Walnut Creek Crawdads tomorrow, a 4 o'clock start time, a couple hours earlier than normal. Tune in to that one, as I'll be there in Danville at Monte Vista High School, broadcasting and calling that one. Well, since the Seagulls take the loss, no post-game interview this time. Some of you have been spoiled lately to some post-game interviews from the wonderful pitching staff for the Seagulls. Well, I'm Cameron Anderson signing out here from San Bruno, California. The Merchants win 5-4 and pick up their 8th victory of the season. Good night, everyone, from San Bruno, California.